First tournament I've had time for a month. Party $162. About 4th in chips, 30k, 3 times the average, with 60 out of 240 left. Another big stack, 40k, on my table. He raises 3 times the big blind under the gun plus 1 to 1200. I call in the cutoff with king queen of diamonds. Flop king, queen, 7, 2 clubs. He checks. I bet a weak standard 1800. He raises to 6k. Good luck if he has a set, but he's been aggro, station and is probably calling any flush draw, any straight draw, neither of which I want to hang around, to see hit versus chip leader, any king, ace ace, maybe ace queen, so I push for about 22k more. He calls off 75% of his stack. For massive chip lead. With queen 6 off. Turn 6. River 6. I don't have the fucking time for the fucking variance.
That is fucking horrible, especially an attorney with a decent buy-in. What the fuck did the donkey, cocksucker, think you had? I played a qualifier yesterday, had been pretty tight but increased stacks slightly. Guy raised to 600, I had queens and 3k shoved, called by 5-3 off and 9-7 suited. Shoved to steal the blinds from bottom with king queen of spades, called by jack 10 off when I had fold equity. Played the $250,000 on stars, doubled starting stack, then lost a race to shortish stack. Jack versus ace, king, no problem. Standard raise under the gun plus 1 with ace ace, called, then tabled chip leader raises, I shove called by ace, king suited. You know the rest. The spasticated play of Mr. Queen 6 off resembles free roll or low buy in play. In fact, I believe I may have identified a further gap in the literature that we could co-author. How to win a free roll? I'd like to see Harrington read his own book and play one of them. All I can think of is close your eyes and guess, and if you see a flop by mistake, top pair, any kicker is always a hand to go all the way with.
I can sort of see what he was doing to start with. We were both in place to dominate the table but avoid each other, and he's probably read and misunderstood a bit of theory and is raising his cards blind, so the raise with whatever is okay, though I wouldn't do it with those cards in early position. Once he's up against the other big stack, he knows I'm c-betting his check light and with air, so the frightening check raise is okay too, folding out most of my holdings. What's not good is calling off over half his stack with second pair, no kicker. Once it was clear I was far from scared. Again, to be fair, I thought pushing early on that board might look like a regressive draw, so part of the value of it was I thought I might even get a spaz call with 8-8 to jack. Queen 6 wasn't so much in my range, but was very happy to see it. For a split second. There is a tendency at that level for some players to outlevel themselves, because they think they are being fucked with, so often they assume that they are always being fucked with, and call down very light in very avoidable situations. This is generally good news for me, but to the untrained eye it looks a lot like free roll play. Perhaps there could be a chapter called Thinking Too Much or Not at All? How to take your free roll game to the high buy-ins. Plus he was French. Connecting with the board is the nuts.
Big stack or not, I am still folding the queen 6 to start with. Having decided to play it, his check raise is fine too, although he should have been slightly concerned when the only other stack who can seriously hurt him is involved in the hand. Obviously this is a coordinated flop, but once you shove exactly what does the dull cunt imagine he's beating? A high-level free roll player shoves his queen 6 off here. To reverse your thinking, won the Sunday Million? Now it's time for the free roll challenge. Free blindfold in case of Stella with every purchase. This opens a lot of possibilities as it promises instant success to free roll monkeys at higher levels. How about, can't be asked to move up through the levels, jump straight from a free roll into the Sunday Million? No need to adjust your thinking, forget everything you have already learnt, no need to ever learn at all.